Hello everybody and welcome to the event review for the upcoming event Idle Heroes. This will be for the week of June the 28th, 2024. And we've got an interesting one this week, although more bad interesting than good interesting. So it's going to be an Imps Adventure week, and it is going to be quieter than Anniversary, naturally, but there's still a few things going on. A lot of it is just the usual. There's nothing special going on with the Imps Adventure, it's just the basics. The store here is... Unfortunately, it looks like the old one is back to stay. The one we got 2 months ago with the treasures and such, that I hoped after the outrage last month that people would be a little more eager to give us back that one, but it looks like it's not happening. So we are getting the basic store, same as we always have, which sucks, but such is life. Now, the one thing that does look good, at least at first, is the Gala. Obviously, people do tend to like those. They do tend to give pretty good rewards. So through the Gala, it doesn't have anything too fancy. They took away that Stellar that used to be at 200. Yeah, again, like all these things that they've had in for a time that are going away are really annoying. So you'll notice I'm a bit skeptical of this event, and this sort of thing is why. But yeah, so other than that, it's a standard Gala these days. It goes to 600 like they all do. And there is a Soul Awakening session, but... you'll notice the reward is a B-, not even a B. That's a bit lame. They seem to have gone this way. Like, the one we had with the B+ a while back was great. I don't say they need to do that on every time, but like, going from a B for everyone to a B- for everyone is a real... They aren't making the session very appealing. I think I'm not sure if they want us to go for the, like, better melody events instead or what, but... like, I mean, take it. If you're doing the Gala anyway, I mean, a B- stone is still 300 contract starry gems. It's still a chance to high roll. Like, it's not bad, but it's really not as good as a B stone, never mind the B+. So it is a little unfortunate in that regard. Soul contract is the same as always. The Starlight Melody, though, is interesting because you can go up to 1,500 basic points, but like looking at this list, that's not easy to do. Every die is one. Let's say you get a few extra off things. You get even 150 of those. For every 10 of the event currency you use, these guys. Okay, every 10 is one. You get, 3,000 or so in a normal event. That's 300. So you're up to 450 total. And then each awakened hero is +5. So let's say you get an average of 5 awakening points per awakening, which is a little conservative, but it's close enough to the truth. So you max it out, you get 600. Well, 600 plus 300 plus 150 is 1,050, not 1,500. So in order to get to the 1,500, you are really stacking this up high. I'm not even sure how you'd want to get there. Like, it's not easy. I mean, yeah, we'll go into some other stuff in a second, but realistically, unless you're going crazy, you're not going to get over about 1,000 of these. So don't expect to be able to get 1,500 if you do go for this. And as for whether you should go for it, I mean, the first 4 are pretty standard. This one actually isn't too bad. 3,000 getting an origin artifact and the treasures. That's not bad at all. So that is the one bright spot of this that I do think is interesting. And you might be wondering what the heck this guy is. Well, you know how this one used to have like sublimation or origin or stellar or crystals or destiny materials or, and it got to be a pretty huge list. Well, with the new like super destiny rewards, they decided that there's just way too much for them to be even attempting to put it all in one place. So that basically gets you access to a little store with all the super destiny stuff, the destiny stuff, a core chest, sublimation, essence, crystals, stellar, and honestly, I don't even remember what these chests are. I think I've seen them before, but I can't remember what's inside. But yeah, so basically, you get a lot of selection with this guy. This is going to give you access to a huge range of premium resources, which is really nice. I'm actually a little surprised they don't throw in things like master toolboxes, but whatever. You're going to find something you want in this list, naturally. The one downside I will say is you got to pick which sublimation kind you want. I wish they'd made this a melon chest instead, but that's a quibble. Yeah, so that part is all right. But again, in order to get this, yeah, it's not the easiest to get to 1,500. And naturally, of course, you got their multipliers for spending, and that is through the Moonlight gift. Essentially, if you spend $100, you get times 2, $200 is times 4, $400 is times 6. So in theory, if you spend $400 and you max it out, you are going to get 6 of these guys and 3 of these guys. So 3 origin chests plus 1 more on the Moonlight, 6 of these of whatever fancy resources you want, a bunch of treasures. But like for $400, I am not feeling that. Like it's not. Yeah, this is again much like last week was for anniversary. This is feeling like whale bait to me. This is, we have a new fancy mechanic, and if you want to get the resources for it, we're gonna expect you to spend on that, which is about what you expect from this game. But for most people who aren't, carrying around Nirvana heroes, they desperately need to upgrade. This is really not going to be of that much interest. Like, I can't see spending this much money on what you're getting here, realistically. Like, one thing that might make sense for some people is to spend $100, get 750 points and get one of these. But like $100 for one of these, the Moonlight gift rewards aren't that great at $100. You're getting some stellar, like $50 worth of Prism Starries, your double imps rewards. Like, there's not that much here. Yeah, so overall, I can't really recommend this event. Like, it's interesting to look at. It's got some interesting features. And for, like, deep end game, big whales, yeah, go for it. Like, this has stuff you need. But for most of us, there's not a lot here. Like, they also, the one other positive change I will point out, this Flores Picnic thing, they had a lot for the last Imps Adventure as well. I guess it's going to be the new thing to help build up the Moonlight, essentially. Like, this is to give you options to up your VIP XP, why they designed it this way. Last time it was 150, 300, or 450, so bring this to 700. Improves this somewhat. Like, it works out to be an average of just under 400 per one of these chests instead of 300. So you're getting an extra 800-900 contract starry gems out of the deal compared to last time. And if you do decide to go for this event, if you do want to jack up your VIP score, then this isn't a bad way to do it. Beats that out of just buying 2,500 Prism Starry Gems for $100, which is, the same value except without any of this stuff. And the one really negative thing, again, this is the same as last Imps week, but there were train tickets in here for quite a while, and now there's nothing. You're not buying these value packages. Like, if you buy these value packages, I will reach through your monitor and slap you. Don't. They're terrible. But without them, like, you're not going to get the dice you need in order to crank these stats up very high. You're going to wind up awakening like 2 Galas worth of heroes just to get enough points to max this out. So again, if you are one of the top players in the game, sure, you do things like that. For most of us, though, no thanks. So yeah, overall, I'd have to give this event like a D rating. It's nifty, but not good. It's really not good. And that's kind of disappointing. I got a soft spot for Imps weeks. But they're just not giving us the resources we want at the rates we want. Like, it's just not there. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say for this one is, it's just not quite gelling together. If a few things were changed, this could be a very nice event. And I mean, it's still a gala. Like, if you've got the contract starry gems and the hero copies, by all means, go to 300 points, collect, an artifact and a lemon and a core chest. Like, that's got some value for a lot of people. I'll probably do that on my main because I need one more core chest to Destiny on my Vulcan. So for me, I'm doing the gala. But other than that, there's not a lot here. So keep that in mind as you go through this week. But I think this one's going to be a skip for 95% of players, at least on the spending side. Like, Gala, do your soul contract. That's always free contract starry gems. Those are always good, but it's really not a good event. Anyway, I'll talk to you again next week. Thanks. Bye.